I call myself a vigneron because most people in Tassie would know that it's the vines that do all the work. All the effort you've got to do is at the front end. And I guess it defines who Dalrymple is and what we are trying to achieve in our own little part of the world. That's a real connection to the environment from at the very start. Like if you're really connected to the vineyard, like I spent a lot of time in the vineyard, you know what the season is going to be like before you pick the fruit, and you know how you might deal with it for that particular situation. And that takes many years of practice just to build that knowledge. And just be able to absorb that environment and know roughly how you feel that vineyard is going to express itself. I think that's just an ongoing process. The environments can be difficult. It's a long game and you've got to be patient. That really challenges people who want to make something really interesting. We have 4 single vineyards, chosen because the environments are so remarkably different to each other. For me, it's about, right, well, I don't want to be involved with this so much. I want the wine to really reflect where it comes from. That's the idea of the single sites, is you don't need to look for a big area. You're only looking for a little parcel, a little pocket that really expresses their particular piece of soil and climate, and actually can make a very distinctively different style of wine. The first in our home base is in Pipers River and makes us one of the cooler and later regions of Tassie. We go down the east coast to Swansea. That is strongly influenced by the warm, more sea currents that run down the east coast, and our next vineyard would be Coal River Valley. So in very dry, it's very low rainfall, a sort of quite warm days but quite cool nights. And our final site would be Ouse, and this one is in more central Tasmania, north of Derwent River. Again, a very dry site and gets very hot in the summer, but then it gets very cold when autumn comes. The winemaking is fairly straightforward. I don't try to do many tricky things. You can't measure it all with a meter or a laboratory. The whole environment of the vine, underground as well as above, is really critical, I think, to getting those extra dimensions in the wine. That real genuine wow. Generally, it's a very calm and slow process and minimum amount of intervention. But the main part is the vineyard is really what people are seeing in the glass. And it'll change, but people who follow great wine and enjoy that part as much as anything. And as long as the wine's got concentration and depth, then I think most people enjoy seeing the variations from season to season. And understanding it is a fascination to follow a journey of a wine.